Okay, so for this question, the first part we're going to solve is the number of unemployment. So we know that unemployment rate are defined by the number of unemployment divided by the amount of labor force. So we see that the percentage of unemployment is 5.3%. So that means the employment ratio, so the employment rate is 94.7%. So that is the employment ratio. So if we use the amount of employment, that is 148,739 and the 000 divided by 94.7%. So this number is exactly the amount of labor force in this market. So if you do this calculation, the labor force in the market actually equals to 148,739,000 divided by 94.7%. So that equals to 157,063 and 358. Okay, so that's the amount of labor force. And so we can fill in this blank here. And the other one is the unemployment rate. So to calculate the amount of unemployment, you can simply use the amount of labor force minus the amount of employment. So we have the amount of labor force to be this 157 something, and the amount of employment is 148 something. So you could get the amount of unemployment there. Okay, so we have filling out 2 blanks and we have another 2. So the employment population ratio is the labor force participation rate. So the labor force participation rate is basically the amount of labor force that is actually in use for the amount of labor force that is used in the working age population. So we know that the amount of labor force is 157 something. So we need to divide it by the labor force participation rate, that is 62%. So let's write it here. Okay, so how we get the working age population, that is equal to amount of labor force divided by labor force participation rate. It is 62.6%. So if you do this calculation, it actually equals 250,899 and 933. So then you can do in this by here the working age population. And the last one is employment population ratio. That is calculated by the amount of employment. That is 1 so this last blank, let's see, employment population ratio. So that equals to the amount of employment. The amount of employment divided by the amount of working age population. So that's the way how you get this blank. So if you do this calculation, it actually equals to 59.3%. So that's the way how you get this result.